And I'm Blake. We were in a band at Penn in 2009, and after we graduated, Ben and I wanted to pursue that full time. So now we're here in Austin, Texas.
And this is a Dueling Tampons exclusive Real Jobs Are Not My Forte video blog dedicated to giving everybody else who thinks they want to pursue music all the knowledge we wish we had when we started our journey. Hi, and welcome back to Real Jobs Aren't My Forte. This is episode 11. It's been a while since we posted. We've been incredibly busy. I've been out of town for about the last month and a half, and I'll tell you why in a second. But we have tons of personal news and some very exciting band news as well.
Yes. All right, so to get to the personal updates, let's start with a question that a viewer asked us. On the last post, Ben had mentioned that he was applying to grad school. So the viewer wants to know, does that mean that a real job is now going to be Ben's forte? And where is he with that decision? And how is music going to fit in with his life?
So as Blake mentioned, I applied to grad school at the end of last year, and the reason I've been out of town is I've been visiting programs. So I've gotten a few offers, and what that means is I will definitely be going somewhere to graduate school next year. So to answer the question, to the extent that you consider graduate school a real job, then yes, I will have a real job. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely not a given. So, but what that does mean is that, music will sort of officially, I guess, become a serious hobby for me. It will not be my sort of primary source of income or the primary thing on which I spend my time. But I should stress the point that, it has been more or less that way for about the last 6 months or so, and it has been totally possible to have music be a really big part of my life, and it's totally possible to kind of have a band and create songs and record albums and play shows and do all that sort of stuff, even if you do have a real job.
Right. As for me, I have just finished producing a second EP for the Jeff Whitehead Band. It's getting mixed and mastered right now. I've been teaching more lessons than ever. I actually recently had my first recital as a piano teacher, which was very cool. And I've finally gotten a personal website up, which you can view at www.blakewest.me, and there's a lot of cool audio samples up there.
I also have gotten a new personal website, which was designed by the fantastic Graham Bradley.
It looks really cool.
Yeah, and that's at benjaminnecker.com. So now, for our band updates, we have some very exciting news, which is that we've finally gotten a drummer that we really like. His name's Teddy, so he supplements the current lineup of Blake and I, of course, and then Adam on bass, and Marshall playing the other guitar and singing. So, it looks like we're really happy with this lineup. Teddy's great. We've started writing songs over about the past 2-3 months since we've been playing with Teddy, and it looks like we actually have some recording dates on the books already, which will happen in early May.
Yes. And if that really wasn't cool enough, we're actually going to be working with a current Wharton professor and an accomplished record producer, Mr. Lawrence Gilbert. He is a 12-time speaker at South by Southwest, and he is a really cool guy, and we're going to be working with him on March 16th for a day of production when he's down here for the conference, and also hopefully maybe a day or two after that before we record in May.
So now for our sort of lesson. It's a little bit cheesy, but basically we just can't express how happy we are that we've really finally, 18 months after the fact, gotten a band together. And what we really want to communicate to people is basically just stick it out. It's totally worth it to go to all the open mics and put all the stuff on Craigslist and talk to everybody you know and call them incessantly and just try out new players. And especially, I should also make a special point of that last thing, trying out new players. Make sure that you're settled on a lineup that you're really happy with, because then when you record an album, which is something you're going to have for the rest of your life, you're totally happy with it.
Yes, and there really is something special and different about having session players, guys you pay to come in and play, versus people who really want to be in your band.
Yeah.
All right, until next time, if real jobs aren't your forte,
keep watching.